So I'm a huge fan of reusable sanitary products, but the only thing I haven't tried are period panties. I thought I would take the plunge and just give them a go and also take you along on my journey in doing so. So I ended up buying 3 pairs of panties from the Bamboo House, and this is what they look like. So these are a peach color, and I got them specifically for their light color, because if I had got standard black panties or a pair of dark blue or navy ones, it's much harder to see the flow and also know if you've cleaned them well, at least for me. So I like a good bright color, whether it's going to be an organic cotton that hasn't been bleached or simply something like this that's very light. It's kind of like a pastel color where I can see everything. So getting this light peach color was a no-brainer for me. And I think when I was doing my research, I found it quite hard to find a period pansy that was a light color, because of course some companies do blue, green, purple, colors that basically allow you to see what's on the pad. But I wanted unbleached cotton, and I have not found that yet. But if that exists, and if you know someone who makes unbleached cotton period panties, then please let me know, because all of my reusable sanitary products are actually organic unbleached cotton. That's my kind of thing. So this was the closest match, at least in terms of color, for me to go for. But anyways, first impressions of these panties. Let me just give you a close-up look of these so you can see what they look like properly. These period panties are made out of bamboo, viscose and polyester. The material doesn't contain silver nanoparticles and is Ecotech Standard 100 certified. And according to the online description of these panties, the crotch area is made up of 3 layers for optimal absorption power. And the absorption system can absorb up to 40 milliliters of liquid, which is the equivalent of 4 regular tampons. In my mind, if you change a tampon once every 4 hours, it sounds like you could use these panties for 16 hours before having to change them. If you have a heavy flow, that may not be the case, but if you have a light or medium flow, then that seems reasonable. As with most period panties, these are reusable and machine washable. They claim to be anti-odor, protect you from stains and leaks, and are machine washable at 30 degrees, ecological and very economical. Now let's talk about my actual experience with these panties. So let's talk about leaks. First, some context. I have a light to medium flow. Once in a while I might have a period that's a bit heavy, but that's very rare. According to the website, these panties could apparently absorb up to an equivalent of 4 tampons worth of flow. So they should have been more than enough for my light to medium flow, but they weren't. At first I just wore these in the daytime and at night time with a reusable sanitary pad, and they basically acted as something to catch any little spills or stains that didn't get onto the sanitary pad. So I was 100% reassured and confident that I wouldn't have any leaks at all and I wouldn't have anything to worry about. But on the 4th day of my period, when my pads were in the wash and my flow was at its lightest, I decided to put a little bit of confidence in these panties by wearing them without any additional protection. So I decided to wear them when I was going to sleep, and I woke up an hour later and found that they had leaked. And my flow, like I said, isn't heavy at all. So the fact that they leaked after an hour was very disappointing. But the reason I think these leaked is because these panties are shaped like non-period brief panties, just your everyday standard briefs, right? They don't really offer any protection around the sides, so this area, and this is the area that I leaked the most. It wasn't over here and it wasn't the back, because they offer amazing coverage on the back, if you can see. Like the panel stops right here, so it literally covers your whole arse, literally. And then the front piece stops here. And I personally do not bleed past this line right here. It's more so around here, and perhaps if I'm lying in a certain way at the sides. So the shape of these is a problem if your flow has a tendency to go to the sides or if you're just lying down. For the majority of my last period, I was in so much pain, so all I did was lie down. And just in general, me lying down while on my period is something that I do more often than not. So I either need period panties that offer more coverage at the sides of the crotch area, or I'm just gonna have to wear these panties with other reusable sanitary products. So this would act as a backup rather than being the main sanitary product, which I wanted them to be. Like, I would love to just pop a pair of these on, go to bed, and I'm fully protected. I'm 100% comfortable, confident, reassured that there's not going to be any leaks whatsoever. I would love to do that. I really would. But it's just proven that that's not going to happen with these unless my flow is literally barely there. I'm talking the last day of your period when there's just a bit of residual blood. Of course, I would wear these, but that's not what I really bought them for. So I think I'm going to keep them and I am going to continue to wear them, but I'm just going to use them as a backup product like what I did for the first 3 days of my period. So just as a little recap for those of you who may want to purchase these, I do not think that these panties are good for nighttime use unless you pair them with some reusable sanitary products such as a tampon or a reusable sanitary pad. I wouldn't recommend these for anyone with a heavy flow because my flow is light to medium and I had to change this in less than an hour, so I could only imagine how it would be for someone using them with a heavy flow. But on the plus side, these panties are great for using as an extra added layer of protection with your other sanitary products. When I wore these with a reusable sanitary pad or a tampon, I felt 100% reassured that there weren't going to be any leaks, and I didn't experience any either. Like, I felt like I was doubly protected and secure, which is obviously how you want to feel when it's that time of the month. Now let's talk about the sizing and the fit. Fit-wise, these pants are really soft and they don't dig into your skin, especially if you have thick thighs like I do. I know that that can be a problem with some other panties, and especially period panties, because they're designed with trying to hold everything in, I guess, and not allowing for leaks to happen. So to me, it would make sense that when they create these, they're not trying to make them be loose fitting or anything. Overall, they fit very well and they are very comfortable. Sizing wise, I sized up because I read online on their website that the pants may come up a bit small, and after trying them on, I definitely agree with this. If you're going to buy these, I would recommend that you size up, especially if you're going to be using the panties with reusable sanitary pads, because if you get your usual size, things might get a bit bulky and uncomfortable. And here's an example of what one of my sanitary pads look like. It's a small one, but even though this is the smallest one, it's quite thick in comparison to non-reusable sanitary pads. So there's no way that I would use this with a pair of panties that were in my size. Even with my underwear, I have underwear in my usual size, and then I have underwear in the size up for when I'm on my period. So yeah, I would definitely recommend sizing up.
Are they anti-odor?
Now, I'm not sure what to say about this claim because I haven't ever had an issue with reusable sanitary pads having an odor as long as they are washed well and they are dried well. So I think maybe the mention of this is for marketing purposes towards people who aren't really used to using reusable sanitary products, or people who are new to reusable sanitary products. But either way, I can agree with this and say that there is absolutely no bad odor during or after using these panties. In fact, if you do notice a bad or foul odor, you're either not washing your sanitary products correctly, or you have an infection that you should get checked out by your doctor. Those are the only two reasons I can think of as to why there would ever be an odor when using reusable sanitary products. So overall, just to do a bit of a recap on what I think of these, I think they are decent for what they are. They're made of soft material. Like I said, they're very comfortable to wear and they fit very well. No digging into your skin, no itchy material because it's mainly made out of cotton, which is a skin safe material. It's not one of those materials that are going to cause you any irritation or skin sensitivities. So I love them for that. And like I said, I like that they are of a light color. They're not dark brown, navy, black, or whatever, because with those colors it's harder to see your flow and kind of gauge whether or not you need to change your panties or not. So I just like the bright color for the ease of gauging when and when not to change these. As a con, depending on how you look at it, these for me were not great for nighttime use. They're definitely best for daytime use. And for nighttime use, I might look into getting some boxer style brief panties rather than this brief style, because with the boxers, they'll cover more of this area. And generally, I feel like that might just offer a bit more protection during the nighttime hours when you're lying down. You might be tossing and turning, fidgeting, whatnot. So yeah, it would make sense to get a different style. But yeah, for what they are and for the daytime use, and to also act as kind of a backup when I'm using my other reusable products, these are fabulous. And I'm thinking, would I get them again? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not 100% sure, because actually there's something I forgot to mention, and that's the delivery time. I'm based in the UK, and the company that I ordered from is also based in the UK.
Correction, they're actually based in France, but that still doesn't make much of a difference.
Yet the delivery time is between 10 to 20 days. And they're using Royal Mail, which is the largest postal service around. And I know that the longest time that it's taken Royal Mail to deliver an item has been 5 working days. And I'm talking about when there's no delays, there's no holiday season. It's just a plain old normal day. It will take no more than 5 days. However, when I've posted items second class, they've arrived in less than 3 days. So I'm unsure as to why it takes 10 to 20 days to receive the pants. It does say something on their website, but that kind of just confused me. It didn't really make much sense.
So here we have the shipping policy. Order processing times can vary between 1 and 3 days. This time is needed to check your order, to verify the quality of the products and their packaging. I mean, if it took them 1 to 3 days to quality check, they shouldn't have sent me a pair of panties that were ripped at the waistband. So I'm thinking they can't have checked them that well if that is the quality that they sent to me. Then you have to add the shipping time of your item. Wait, what? Then you have to add the shipping time of your item. Okay, the sentence just doesn't make sense. The shipping time of your item will generally arrive within 10 to 20 working days. It is possible that this time may be extended according to the busy periods of the carriers. For any other destinations than the UK, the delivery time can be extended from 2 to 3 weeks. Goodness me. So if you're not even in the UK, you won't receive your delivery until 2 to 3 weeks, which is a very long time to wait. 2 to 3 weeks is a very long time to wait for something that you likely need within the same month. So if you're outside of the UK, I definitely would not recommend you purchase these based on the shipping policy. But also, if you are in the UK like myself, do you really want to wait 10 to 20 working days? There are other companies that will send you your period underwear in less than 5 days. So there's an abundance of choices, really. And if a company like this is taking their sweet ass time, whereas you have other companies that are doing things very quickly and quick smart, who are you going to go with? You're going to go with the company that delivers. You're going to go with the company that delivers in the quickest amount of time. So purely based on the shipping time, I can't recommend that you order from this company because the quality of these panties aren't good enough to warrant you waiting for them for so long. If they were amazing, 10 out of 10, fabulous quality, then maybe the long wait time would be worth it. But in this case, no. This delivery time is due to the passage through customs, which is a standard procedure. The passage through their service can be done very quickly, as it may take more time. Again, that sentence just contradicts the one before it. The bamboo house has no authority over them. If you do not receive your order after 5 weeks in working days, we can refund your order or reship it to you at your discretion. So, this to me is saying that they want you to wait 5 whole weeks before they can refund you. So, if you've been waiting 1 week, they will not refund you. If you've been waiting 2 weeks and you still haven't received your items, they will not refund you. If you've been waiting 3 weeks or 4 weeks, they will not refund you. But after 5 weeks, that's when they'll go, oh, okay, so the item definitely has not arrived and it's definitely not getting to you, so we will refund you. But even the process of refunding can take 5 to 7 working days for the refund to actually reach your account. So overall, it's just a very long waiting time. And personally, I haven't ever come across a company that does this. Most companies will refund their customers immediately. Because let's say your parcel was meant to arrive on Monday. It didn't arrive. You notify the company of this. They do a little bit of investigative work to see what happened, to see if they can track it down. And if they can't, they will refund you immediately. But with this company, they don't do that. That's very odd. And like I said, purely based on the shipping time and their whole shipping policy, I wouldn't recommend them at all. And when I was purchasing these panties, I kind of skimmed through all of this information. I suppose if I read it a bit more in thorough detail, like I'm doing right now, I wouldn't have ordered from them, but that's kind of what you get for just skimming and not really giving it much thought. Because all I did was look at the description and the pictures of the panties and some of the reviews on their website, which again, that was not a good idea. And I also thought, oh, these are the only vegan period panties I've found that come in a really light color, because that's what I've been looking for. So those 3 things were what made me purchase them. And I'm quite a patient person as well. So I thought, okay, I will wait 10 days. It's fine. What I tried to do was order the panties before my period was due so that they would arrive in time for my period. Unfortunately, they didn't because, look at their shipping look at their shipping times. But yeah, if I just did a little bit more reading and research into this company, I don't think I would have purchased anything from them.
Something else that I noticed that could be seen as a con is that there was a lack of privacy and discretion in the packaging. And let me show you exactly what I mean. Now, when I order anything online, I don't want anyone to know what it is. I live in a HMO building, which is just a building with multiple tenants, and if any one of them were to pick up my parcel and just have a little nosy and read it, they would see what is inside. And actually, the person who gave me the parcel was my landlord. I didn't hear my buzzer ring, and I don't know what happened. I don't know whether the parcel was left outside, which I don't know why it would be left outside. Usually Royal Mail actually, knock for or ring the bell of their customers. But my landlord had it and he was like, oh, this is for you. So the parcel hadn't even made it to my building yet. But I'm pretty sure my landlord read what was on the parcel. And it's not a huge deal, but I personally value my privacy, so they should definitely consider just shipping the panties in a plain cardboard box without writing the description of what is inside. So that's my review on these period panties from the Bamboo House. And I hope to do more reviews like this when it comes to reusable sanitary products, because I've been using reusable sanitary products for over a year now and I've got a good feel for them. I know what works for me. I'm still trying out reusable panties, but the reusable sanitary pads are basically where I excel. You know, I've built up a cleaning routine for them. I know how many I need in a week. I know exactly how many I go through during my period, and I feel very comfortable in using them, knowing what to do with them and how to take care of them and so on and so forth. So there will definitely be more reviews and kind of chit chat videos on my experience using reusable sanitary products. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'm trying to get past 4,000 and whatever amount of subscribers I've been stuck on for the last 2 years. I'm trying to get past that number. It seems very odd. It's like my channel has just reached a stagnant point, and yeah, I'm trying to get past that. So if you could subscribe, that would be very much appreciated. And also feel free to make a comment down below for the algorithm to show your support, yada yada yada. I will see you in my next video, and I hope you have a lovely day.